And welcome back to another edition of Trogly's Guitars, our video tour segment. Today we have a 1955 Gibson Les Paul Jr., a player's grade model, but this guitar is awesome. This is not the original case. This is a lift-in type reissue case made by Access. And to be quite honest, this is one of the nicest cases I have ever seen, to be honest. And inside sleeps this gorgeous beauty. Obviously this one has had some slight modifications, but it's still original where it counts. The pickups and the pots, and that's where all of the tone comes from. So we'll take a quick look at this case still. Has a very nice padded interior, has good support, and that's quite the thick neck support there. I mean, it's not necessarily soft, but it's rigid enough that it'll definitely protect your instrument. If you don't like this part, if you're scared about the headstock, it does come off. I think it works quite well. Figure out which way to put it there. So definitely a quality case for a quality guitar. So we're going to take a quick look at this guitar and explain it a little bit. Alright, you can see here on the headstock, the Les Paul silk-screened logo has kind of worn off there, but it is still visible. There is some wear and tear as well as some scratches, some light dings. You can see here there's a little bit of separation starting from the wing. Gibson always glues the wings on, and throughout time it will start to show a line where dirt gets in. It's nothing you'll have to worry about. Now you can see the nut has been replaced. So that has been taken care of for you. This one has also been refretted, and there is some light wear to the frets. However, it's nothing you're going to have to worry about, and this guitar plays just fine as is. Nice, gorgeous dark rosewood fingerboard. A few of these inlays might have been replaced. I'm guessing these two, because they're a considerable amount different in color. The other ones are a little bit more greener, and I'm guessing this one has been as well. The pick guard has been replaced and does show some wear, some scratches there. The wraparound tailpiece has also been replaced with a aftermarket one. There's some shims in there to keep it straight. So this one is perfectly functional and fine. Obviously the original P90 pickup here. These are modern replacement knobs. However, the pots on the inside are all original, as well as the cap. Now what's kind of cool here, even though the finish has been stripped, it almost looks like some finish checking. And you got this gorgeous wood grain underneath it there. And there's some light wear and scratches. That's probably what that is too, some type of scratch. This thing's been played, and for a good reason. When I first plugged this one in, I was very impressed. So once again, the finish has been stripped off of this guy. You can see it's also been stripped here on the back. I believe this back plate cover is original. It's very beat up. Got some nicks and dings and a little bit of buckle rash going on. But it's all to be expected for a guitar of this age. I mean, it just turned, what, 60 years old? And we go on to the neck here. The neck is a very chunky 50s neck, as you would expect. It looks like at some point in time some lacquer got on the neck right there, or something like that. So it's a little bit of a different color right there. But very gorgeous wood grain. You do have a little bit of a ding here. You can feel it if you're looking for it, so if that's a deal breaker for you, unfortunately it is there. But what is great is whoever stripped this was smart enough not to strip the back of the headstock. The serial number is there. Serial number is 512. Looks like 316. The 3-in-line Clouson tuners have been replaced. Those are notorious for not being the best tuners in the world. These are the Spertzel locking tuners. And you can see there's quite a bit of wear on the headstock up here, but no breaks, cracks, or repairs to speak of. But overall, this is just a really cool guitar. If you're in the market for a vintage junior and don't exactly want to break the bank, so to speak, this is definitely a very good option for you. I mean, it just has a little bit of play wear in honest areas, but it's good to go. We'll see you on the inside. And welcome to the inside view of this 1955 Gibson Les Paul Jr. Here you can see the wear on the frets a little bit better. You do have some very light divoting, but once again, nothing to really worry about for quite some time. Definitely has a lot of meat left in it if you need to do a fret crown and level in the late future here. Alright. Here's the original pickup. You can see there's no extra routing in there. And we'll get a view there of the original pickup. Very nice piece of history. Once again, these are all replaced. No funny business under there. And I'll meet you back in a second. And here's the look on the inside of the original pots and the gray tiger cap. Very cool. Very cool setup here. As I said, this guitar, while the finish might be gone, you still have the awesome tone wood of this all mahogany beast, as well as the original 50s electronics. This is just a great guitar in general. And now into the blacklight view. As you can see here, when it glows green, that means there's, the original finish left. So you do have that on the headstock there. The neck does still have some. You can see those little specks on it. So I don't believe that was stripped. That might have been played off for the most part here. But as you can see, it has been stripped. You have your gray tiger cap in there glowing. And you have your pickup cover there glowing. And then you see the headstock there glowing, so nothing has been played with or toyed with there. Not much else to see on a stripped guitar under blacklight, but I hope you enjoyed this segment of Trogly's Tech Bench. And I hope you enjoyed this video of this 1955 Gibson Les Paul Jr. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Trogly's Guitars. Today we have this really cool 1955 Gibson Les Paul Jr. Finish has been stripped. Pretty much everything changed except for your original electronics, which that and the tone wood is what really matters. So if you can live without the original finish on the body, you're going to save yourself a lot of money on this really sweet vintage Junior. So let's see how this one sounds. We're first going to start some clean sounds on this Gibson Super Gold tone here, and we'll see how it goes. vintage P90s, it really depends on where you pick what kind of sound, even when you're just with clean tones. So if you're picking where a neck pickup would usually be, you have something like this. But if you pick more towards the bridge, you get a lot more attack. As you can see there. In clean, that can sometimes be annoying, but it depends how you're using it. But when you get really dirty, that's when you can get a lot of really nice tones from picking really close to this pickup. And that's the secret to these vintage P90 pickups, or really any P90 pickup. Now, you do have the original tone and volume knobs here. They all work perfectly. Varying your picking strength really changes the sound of this Junior. Alright, let's take a look at the more dirty tones that this guitar can do. Obviously, these Juniors are meant to be rocked. They might have started off as, kids' instruments, but these things, they're just terrific. So, let's see what we can get out of this one. Now the unique thing about this Gibson Super Gold tone amp is you can mix the clean and dirty channel together, get a really cool tone. You enjoyed this video of this beautiful 1955 Gibson Les Paul Jr. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.